Greetings, friends. As always, it is an honor to welcome you back to Rick's Garage. What you see before you is my personal pickup truck. Yesterday I had to be somewhere and I had a no-start condition. Now, I didn't have time to look at it. I just grabbed one of our other vehicles. Now, I like to say vehicles these days because all you guys out there like to make fun of the way I talk, the way I say car. It's that Boston Cape Cod accent that I have. It was a no-start condition. I didn't have really time to look at it. I just hopped in one of our other vehicles and did what I had to do. So it's now the next day, and I decided to take a look at it. The first thing I'm going to do here is attempt to start it and see if we still have the no-start condition. As you can see, the vehicle is not starting. It's not even coming close to starting. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out my scan tool and see if there are any codes. Well, friends, off camera I just ran my scan tool and there are no stored codes. So I don't believe it's any problem with a sensor or the ignition system. It sounds like to me it's just simply not getting any fuel. Now, if someone was with me, what I could do is turn on the key, open the gas cap door, and listen while someone turns the key and see if I can hear the fuel pump coming on. I could get out my electronic stethoscope and try that, but I think the easiest thing for me to do right now is to bypass the fuel pump relay. I did a video a while back. This is one of those vehicles that has a totally integrated power module. They call it a TIPM for short. And in these year vehicles, the fuel relay is built into the circuit board. It's really a great idea. So what I'm going to do, I did a video a while back on a bypass cable for your TIPM fuel pump relay. I suggested that you put that in your glove compartment if you have one of these type vehicles and keep it with you. It's a $20 investment and it might get you out of trouble someday. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and install that TIPM bypass cable and see if the vehicle starts. Okay, friends, your fuse box is right here next to the battery. So I'm going to open this up. This is what's called your TIPM, or your totally integrated power module. As you recall from the video I did on the bypass cable, I had marked out where in advance I would be putting this cable should I have a problem, and I put a little white dot here. That's where I'd plug it in, and I put a little white dot on this fuse right here. That's the one I would be replacing. So Chrysler in their wisdom leave us a nice little tool here for pulling these fuses. So I'm gonna put this on this little fuse and try to pull it out. There we go, I got it. And now I'm going to take my TIPM bypass cable that I had in my glove box, and I'm going to plug it into that area that I had previously marked. Let's see, it's got to go this way. Yeah, it's plugged in there. And then the other end I'm going to plug in where I just took that fuse from. Just got to make sure you get it in such a way that you're not sticking anything. There we go. All right, so that's plugged in. So now we're going to try to start the vehicle. Okay, friends, as you heard, the vehicle started. It started quite nicely. So my worst fear is being confirmed. This TIPM, I believe, has now failed. I'm not sure which way I want to go to try to repair this yet. I can drive the vehicle for the time being with this bypass cable, but the danger in doing so is your automobile has sensors, mainly a camshaft sensor, crankshaft sensor, and this tells the vehicle's computer that the motor is turning or not turning, and if the motor is not turning, it automatically shuts off the supply of fuel. The way I've got this hooked up with the bypass cable, the fuel pump automatically comes on when I turn on the key, and it automatically shuts off when I shut off the key. Otherwise, it's going to stay running. So should you get in a catastrophic accident and you become incapacitated, and the fuel lines should become ruptured as a result of this accident, fuel is going to continue to flow. There's nothing to stop it. You have to turn off the key to stop the fuel. So here's the inherent danger in doing what I just did. You do this at your own risk. I can see using this to get yourself off the road, or a very short term to get the car to a repair shop. To just use the car this way indefinitely, I don't think it's a good idea. You're putting yourself and first responders in danger should there be an accident. The other thing is, if you put your key on just to listen to your radio, your fuel pump's going to be running and you could run your battery down pretty quickly. So I am going to do a follow-up video on repairing this. I haven't decided which way I want to go. I have several options. Option number one would be take it to a Chrysler dealer and probably pay them somewhere around $1,500 to replace this thing. Option number two would be try to get one out of a junkyard. Hopefully the same exact vehicle that I have and the same exact options. Otherwise, I have to take it to a dealer and pay them $200 to reprogram it. I could buy a new one, and I'm not sure how much they go for, but I would imagine somewhere around $600 or $800, and then pay the dealer to reprogram it. There were some of these Chrysler vehicles that they recalled. They didn't recall this one. I'm not sure why they didn't recall all the vehicles that had this TIPM system. It's like the Dodge Caravan, for one, they recalled, and a couple others. They had a little kit that would add an external fuel pump relay onto the TIPM, thereby bypassing the fuel pump relay on the circuit board, but this would be hooked into the car's system, so you don't have that danger of the thing continuing to run should there be an accident. That kit cost about 90 bucks. I'm not sure if it's still available. That's another option. Now, there is a company out there that you can send this thing, remove it and send it to them. They will repair it for about $200. They'll solder a new fuel pump relay in and return it to you, and then you reinstall it. That seems that it might not be a bad idea. It's only a couple $100. And another option would be try to solder a new fuel relay in myself. You can probably buy the relay for about 20 bucks or so. And you'd have to very carefully take this TIPM apart, try not to damage anything, and try to solder a new relay in. That's the cheapest option, but I'm not sure if I'm confident in my ability to take this thing apart and do that soldering. So I will do a follow-up video on this problem, and I will determine which is the best way to go, and I will post it very, very soon, because I can't leave the vehicle like this, and I'm not going to drive it like this. So in the days to come, I'm going to resolve this issue, and I will post a follow-up video. So I want to thank you once again for watching Rick's Garage. Before I go, I will post 2 videos to your left. By all means, feel free to click on one or the other should you find one of them of interest. And to your right will be a picture, as always, of my trusty avatar in the form of my German Shepherd. By all means, feel free to click on that if you wish to subscribe. So thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you with that follow-up video very, very soon.